थोड़ा सा ठहर के बोल सकते मैं रिकॉर्ड Okay, Ji, very good morning to all. So we have gathered here today to celebrate Girl Child Day. And we start every function as customary in Dev Samaj with a college prayer. So we'll start with the college prayer.
ये वो निखिल फोन कर रहा
So this beautiful prayer was sung by our music madam, Madam Rajveer. So this has been a beautiful prayer and has been sung beautifully, which always inspires us. So on the onset of today, I would like to pay my request to our very revered Shriman Nirmal Singh Ji, whose blessings are always with us to start with any initiative that we take. And I also thank our Madam Principal, Dr. Mrs. Agnes Dhillon, who is our pillar of strength, our guiding force at each step. And it's my proud privilege to welcome our very own, very good friend, very passionate, enthusiastic teacher, and our resource person of the day, Dr. Lavleen Chauhan. Dr. Lavleen Chauhan is as beautiful a person and as passionate a teacher as can be. So she has been a very good friend. And a wonderful teacher. I'm so proud of my association with her. To give a brief introduction of her, Dr. Lavleen Chauhan is working as assistant professor, home science, and head of department B.Ed in Riyadh College of Education at Ropar campus. She is PhD in education, MPhil in education, MEd, MSc Foods and Nutrition, MA Sociology. She has done her post-graduation diploma in rural development, cyber laws, journalism, mass communication, certificate course. She is life member of All India Association of Educational Research. She has wonderful, more than 100 papers of presentation and writing of papers to her credit. Her more than 40 papers have been published in various journals and books. She has organized various seminars and conferences at national and state levels. She has had experience of about more than 14 years, resource person in so many different events. She has guided more than 15 MEd students. She has been conferred 2 Best Teacher Awards. Wonderful achievements, Lavleen. Way to go.
Thank you so much.
And moreover, she has been associated with so many different social activities in education as well. She's an editor of a biannual peer-reviewed journal of interdisciplinary journal of multidisciplinary and contemporary research, that is Utopia of Global Education. Her area of interest includes psychology, technology, counseling, inclusive education, and whatnot. Her list is long and long, but that was a brief introduction. Lavleen, so good to have you here today. And so nice
to have you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And
I really feel proud to be here, and because I was part of this institute, and it's very close to my heart. I'm very happy that I feel honored, in fact, that I am being part of this program of yours. And thank you so much for inviting me, ma'am.
So good. So over to you now, dear.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Can I share my screen right now?
Sure, yes, sure.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much. It says, ma'am, it's disabled participant screen sharing.
Just 1 minute.
Sure, ma'am.
You can try now, Lovely.
Okay.
Accept the speaker. Please, everyone, keep yourself on mute. Thank you.
Okay, so students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to talk on survival and protection of girl child. And we must know that how far we are aware, because being girls, we need to know our rights, we need to know how to protect ourselves. Especially we have to start with the individual initiative for our own safety. And I just want to make you aware through my this presentation that there are few things which happen daily in our life, and we got to know that how we can protect ourselves from these such circumstances which we face in day to day life. So as Bhim Rao Ambedkar ji, he said that a country that empowers women empowers every individual. And he also said that I measure the progress of community by the degree of progress which women have achieved. So we have to start with protecting the child, ensuring that her birth is greeted with joy and receives all the care and love needed to grow to her full potential. As a woman, we need to work to ensure that she gets every opportunity to release her potential by celebrating, protecting, and educating the girl child. We empower her. By empowering our daughters, we empower their communities, which means empowering the nation. So, how important we are, we must realize our importance. So, there are few legal rights which I am going to discuss with you about girl child in India. First foremost right of every child, including all the male as well as females, is right to education. So we must know that we have right to education. Nobody can stop us from taking education at any level. And it has been mentioned in article of the Constitution of India that every child has right to get free and compulsory education starting from the age of 6 to 14 years. It is compulsory for all to take education, and government has started many initiatives to go on for that. Then there is right against child marriage. So nobody can force any girl child to get married before 18 years of age. It is illegal to get them married before 18 years of age. And recently, you must be knowing that government is trying to implement the age of girl increased from 18 to 21 years, which is at par with the boys. So, proceedings are going on in that, and hopefully, it will be increased from 18 to 21. So, girls have that right now that they can marry at any age, and nobody can force her to get married before 18 years of age. And now it will be increased to 21. Then right to inherit the property. They can inherit the property which is movable, immovable, given by someone, given by parents and in-laws. They have right to inherit that property. And the most important thing, which is known as right to stridhan. Stridhan means whatever she possesses, whether she has been given as a gift, whether she has her own earnings, whether she has been given by her parents. It is her own right to use that property, use that whatever the things she has got through the gifts. She has right to use that property according to her own will. Then right against abusive family members. uh, Girls generally face such things in at their homes. Family members, male members specifically, they try to abuse the girls, and it is now illegal under Juvenile Act. You can't abuse girls, and you don't have the right to say any bad words to the girls, and you can raise voice against those members who do like this. Then right to be raised in a sound and safe environment, which is very important for a girl child to be raised in a very beautiful manner. So we need to have and provide the safe environment for the girls, so that they are brought up in a very good circumstances, and they have right to talk freely, move freely, and do everything they want to. Then right to abortion. Under Termination Act, they have right to abort the child which is having medical complications, and they have their own right whether they want to abort or not. Nobody can force her to do that. Right against sexual harassment, POXO Act is there, which help them to raise their voice against sexual harassment, whether they are having sexual harassment at their home, at their workplace, anywhere. They have right against that sexual harassment. They can raise voice against that. Then right against female feticide. So women are supposed to kill the child before knowing that the girl has to be born is born going to be born. So now it is totally banned to determine sex before the birth of the child. So these are some of the rights of the girl in India, but we are not aware of those rights. More important of all is we know our rights, we know different laws which are there. In next page I'll be describing about that. The Ministry of Women and Child Development, they have administered various laws related to women and child as well, girl child as well. These are protection of women from domestic violence. So women are facing domestic violence daily, on daily basis, and under this act are going to be protected through this problem, through this act. But the thing is, practically these things are not going on, because women doesn't know how to move forward, how to protect themselves, how to lodge a complaint. They don't know anything practically. So this is the problem, that one has to start from the individual itself, that we are going to save ourselves from such situations. There is Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. It has also provisions that you are not supposed to take dowry, but things are going on because we accept like that only. हम लोग इन चीजों को accept कर रहे हैं, and that is why people are giving and taking dowry. Parents are giving just because they want to see their daughter happy, and they don't want that something bad happens to her when she get married. But in the similar manner, boys family also want something from the girl's parents. So these things have to be stopped on individual basis. You being would be teachers, you as girls can bring a change in the society. You can start stopping all these things from yourself at individual level. If we start, see, we always say that if we want to see change in the society, we need to change ourselves first. हमें अपने आप को पहले चेंज करना है, इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे वी हैव टू चेंज आवरसेल्व्स, देन ओनली वी कैन tell the society to bring change. Then there is Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. Act says that whosoever try to demolish the image of the women, they are to be taken under the criminal act, and they have to face certain circumstances to get through that. Then sexual harassment of women at workplace. वर्कप्लेस पे बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स गर्ल्स को फेस करनी पड़ती हैं जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ जॉब. दे आर टू से ओके टू एवरीथिंग वॉट एवर दे आर फेसिंग देयर, बट दिस एक्ट will help them to prevent from these sexual harassments which they are facing at home as well at workplace. Then there is Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, which we have already discussed about it. So the most important things, now I come to the practical level. See, we know that there are many rights, many laws which have been implemented by the government in state center level. But the thing is that what we know about it, one thing which is very important, this is one stop center. This is the integrated support and assistance given to the women which are affected by violence. Scheme is there, that women helpline is there, which provides 24-hour emergency to the women affected by violence. That thing and that yeah, scheme is given a name as Sakhi. It provides support to the women in private, public spaces, within the family, community, workplace, whosoever, the women whosoever is facing the problem, either physically, sexually, emotionally, psychologically, irrespective of the age they are of. They can be of any age, they can be of any class, they can be of any caste, they can be of any educational status, race, culture. They are provided support through this Sakhi scheme, which has been initiated by the government. And these one stop centers help them to go through this. Do we know that there is one child and women helpline? In case of any emergency, you can contact those helplines in case of emergency in any of the things which I have mentioned here to solve your problems. So the facilities here given are the medical facilities, the police assistance, counseling facility, legal aid. Because counseling facility is given because women are totally shattered with such circumstances, they need counseling at that time, so that counseling is provided at these one stop centers. Legal aid is provided to them, shelter is provided to them, and temporary shelters are there on in those one stop centers, where they can stay for 5 days, who are in distress and they require shelter. The girls, the women, after being married, they are thrown out of their houses without any reason. And where they should go, they should contact one stop centers through this helpline and get the shelter for at least 5 days till everything is okay. So the capacity at these one stop center is of 5 beds. They can accommodate women in number of 5 to help them in case of emergency. So this is the thing we must know as girls. Because अगर मैं आज आपको बता रही हूँ कि there are one stop centers which provide 24 hours emergency and non emergency responses to the women affected by the violence, then after getting information from me, you will also be having information, and then you can share with other people also. It doesn't mean that it can have, if it happens to you, then only you are required to know these one stop centers or their helpline numbers. But you as would be teachers, you as girls, you as women, you should share these things with everyone whosoever is there on WhatsApp, in your social community, so that they are aware and alert about the situations they are going to face in future. Then there are ERSS tracks. These are the tracks that rescue and service vehicles for all the services like police service, fire service, health service in a real time on a digital map of the state or UT. Okay, तो पहले होता था emergency number. If you want to call the police, you need to dial 100 number. If you want to have a fire brigade, then you can dial 101. Government has now started an integrated unified number. We must know about it integrated unified number, which is 112. In case of any emergency, whether it is related to police, whether it is related to rescue, whether it is related to health issue, whether it is related to women, you can download this app, which is app 112, and you can have all the existing emergency numbers in that particular app. You can straight away call to the police, to the ambulance, to the rescue services, to the women and child care. Anybody is available on then that one particular integrated unified number. So you don't need to dial here and there. You need to just log in and dial whatever services you need. Then investigating tracking system for sexual offense. Dear students, I would like to also mention here that please note down important things which I am mentioning here, because at the end of my presentation there is one surprise for you all. So please go through these things very carefully. I'll be brainstorming you then. Investigation tracking system for sexual offense, which is known as ITSSO 2019. It is online analytic tool for police that was started on 19th of February 2019, and it is an online module that helps enforcement agencies at all levels, whether that's state, national, district, police stations, and it allows to undertake real time monitoring and management of the cases of rape. And they are bound to complete the investigation in 2 months. So this is very important that these kind of tracking systems have been started online, which will help, which will be a great help for the people who are in need. And this ITSSO, they provide aid in the effective implementation of Criminal Law Amendment Act 2018, and that says that investigation has to be completed, and the trial in rape cases has to be completed within 2 months, which is very important, because we have seen that there were so many rape cases which took long years to get the justice, like the famous Nirbhaya case. Everyone is aware of that. I don't need to mention about it, but it took a long time to get justice to the parents whose girl was affected by that. Then government has also started Safe City Implementation Monitoring Portal, which has taken for initiating 7 city projects. They have been launched in 8 states, cities like Ahmedabad, Delhi, Chennai, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Lucknow, Hyderabad, and Kolkata, and they are sanctioned by the center under Nirbhaya Fund scheme. So the what was the purpose to start these safe city programs is to help the city police and municipal bodies, and the project involves the identification of the crime hotspots. They need to see that where are the crimes happening in the city mostly, and they need to identify those hotspots, and they need to install CCTV cameras there. Then there is provision of drone based surveillance, and then deployment of the automated number plate reading equipment through smart control room, which is very important. We can stop different types of events happening around at the night time with these installations and these technology based things. We can curb down the crime. Now, the most important thing which you all should know as girls, that self protection is the best protection. If you protect yourself, then you are protecting everyone. So for this, you must be aware of different apps which are there in your phones. We install music apps, we install few other gaming apps, but we are not aware that there are some apps which are meant for security of women as well as children, old age people, for everyone. There are so many apps available. I try to recollect a few of the apps to tell you that there are something in your phone only which can help you out to come out from the situations you are stuck in somewhere. So few of the apps are, one is Satark India app. This is Satark India Women's Safety app, which has been installed, and on Google Play you can install this app. And this is the app where you can save details of your closed circle. You can alert them in times of need. If you are stuck up somewhere, you have those emergency numbers in your on your phone, and once you start that, GPS based tracking feature is there, where you can share your location. Like we move in Ola apps and Ola cars and other vehicles we take, there is GPS tracking system where we share the location with our loved ones, with our family. Similar way, we have this GPS facility in this app, which is known as Satark, where when you are stuck up somewhere at the night time, or somewhere where you are not able to find the solution to go, then you can start those GPS based tracking feature, and you can share the location, and you just need to tap the SOS icon there in the app. SOS is save our soul. In case of emergency, you apply this term. So this SOS icon, when you press that, a one touch alert is there, which will immediately send information to all the contacts you have saved in your emergency numbers, indicating that you need help. So people can contact you, come to you wherever you are. Second app is very nicely made app, which is known as Be Safe. That is Never Walk Alone app. Never Walk Alone app is that all things are available to you in one single app. It is one of the top rated personal safety app, which will help you to prevent crimes like violence and sexual assaults and rapes even. There are certain features there in the app which will help them to come out of the problem. One is voice activation. This is enabled automatically. This voice activation is enabled automatically. You don't need to press any button. Once it is on, it will automatically voice will be activated. And live streaming is there. You can do live streaming. Everyone whom you share with the live streaming, they can hear you, they can see you, and they can track your location too. Thirdly, there is automatic audio and video recording in it. You can automatically when you start this app, audio is recorded, video is recorded, and the most beautiful feature is that it is sent to the contacts you have saved in case of emergency. Then fake call facility is there. You are in a situation where you don't know what to do, you can't take out your phone, you can't do anything. Then you can have this fake call facility from this app, where it will show that some call is coming, the person who is standing or trying to make your situation difficult, he or she will be able to know that somebody is coming, so you can take yourself out from that situation. Then guardians means people whom you think that they can help you out in difficult situation. They can be your family, they can be your friends, they can be your loved ones. So you can invite as many as guardians in your that app, so that they are in touch with you wherever you go. Then follow me. Your contacts can follow you through live streaming till you reach your home safely. So once you started, they will follow you until you reach your destination. So this is a good feature of this app, Be Safe. That is Never Walk Alone. Everybody is with you. It's like everybody is walking with you, and you don't need to fear about anything. Then see, हम टेक्नोलॉजी में इतना आगे चले गए हैं, and I was scrolling down the different apps which have been developed by different people for women's security. I got to know that there is one app, as you can see on the screen, Raksha app. This is created by a boy who is studying in 8th class. He has created this app, and he, in his description, when you will download this app, you will see in description that this boy has mentioned that I created this app. His name is Harmanjot Singh. He's from Jammu. He's studying in 8th class, and he said that I saw my mother going for work. She is in medical line, and she used to come late night, and I was very worried about her security, that she comes so late. And similar way, many women are having that problem. So he decided that there should be some app which will help them to come out of the situation if they are having or stuck up somewhere at night time. So the features which have been created in this app is safety tips are there. There are tips which have been mentioned there, that whenever you go for shopping, for watching movie, for anywhere, wherever you go, you need what things you need to know and you need to understand while moving around, so that you are safe and secure. There are few tips which he has written there and jotted down there, so that people can take those safety tips while moving around, especially women and girl children. Then there are women laws. There are laws which have been implemented and initiated by the government. He has also put those laws in that app, so that whenever you are free, you can go through these things. We don't find time nowadays to look into these laws and rights of women, but we can read whenever we are free, and we are all the time having phone with us. We can go through these laws through this Raksha app. Then there are tips to escape yourself from unpleasant situation. There are certain tips that when you are stuck up there, what you should do. When you are stuck up somewhere in a very lonely place, what you should do. There have been tips given by that boy in his app. Then self defense videos are there, that is, suppose you are stuck up and somebody is there who is doing something with you. You can have self defense techniques with you, and you can learn those techniques. There are images, there are videos which will help you to have self defense techniques, and you can save yourself from such situations. Then SOS alerts. So these are the features which have been developed under this app by a 8th class student, that is known as Raksha app. Then is Indian SOS Women's Safety app. This app has been developed to protect women from emergency situation. See, the question arises is that oh, okay, we will install the app, but the thing is that if my network is not working, if I have low signals in that area where I'm stuck up, what to do in that situation? So this app is answer for that. It has all the similar features which others app has, but the advantage of this app over the other apps is that it works without internet. It is SMS based. You can send SMS even if your signals are down, your internet is not working. Your app will send SMS to the people who have been installed as contacts in case of emergency. It works even in low network signals. Then no user data is collected in the background. So it is very easy to use app, very light app, and it can be very useful for the girls who are studying, who are working, who goes late to their homes. It is very useful for them. And in a similar way, there are so many apps that can help girls to keep them safe. We just need to check that what kind of app is suitable for the area which are living in, the place we are living in. These kinds of information we can get only when we will see the working of those apps. So the other apps, there are thousands of apps there. I try to collect the important ones. And the other apps were Smart Sheher Women's Safety Shield Protection, V2 app is there, Scream Alarm is there, Circle of Six app is there, Safety Pin app is there, then Nirbhaya Fearless app is there. So these are different icons which shows the different apps installed in the Google Play Store. So I like this picture which says that justice for all, advocate the voice, stop the abuse, speak truth, no longer silent, and God loves those who help themselves. So we need to be very aware of different things, and I wanted that through this talk of mine, I should help you out in knowing that we as girls must be aware of these things, and nobody will help. These rights are useless until we help ourselves in difficult situation. If we come out of these kind of things are SOS for us, which will help us to come out from such situations, and then we can fight through these laws to get our right. So, students, I hope you have listened to whatever I have, given through those different slides. Now, can we have a brainstorming session with you? A small game for all of you. If you are able to speak, then please let me know. Can we have a small quiz? Everybody can join. It's interesting one. If you have listened to me very carefully, you can answer those questions.
That is very nice, Lavleen.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Shall I start? I'll send the code in the group.
Please.
Students, you need to open this quizzes.com. I'll send you the code. You just join through that code. There's very small game of 10 questions. You need to answer very quickly. This will show how attentively you attended whatever I have said. So I am sending you the code for that.
ये जो मेरे ख्याल आप दिखा रहे हो ऑनलाइन नहीं है, खुल रहा है यहाँ से, मेरे ख्याल डायरेक्टली खुल रहा है.
हाँ जी मैम. हाँ जी.
Directly. Lavleen, by the time they are doing this, I would like to present my thanks. It has been really a very wonderful session, and you have worked so hard to find out all those apps, to find out all this information. I wish more of the students have joined. They don't realize at this time how important these things are. But it is good that we have this on YouTube also, and we have recorded this also, so that can be re-shown. Students can go. Your students can also, you can share that YouTube link and they can see. And that has been a really, really very wonderful, very knowledgeable, and you have really worked very hard. But only one thing was coming to my mind. It is all okay. Most of the writings that we find about children, about girls, about women, about all these things, and all this information, we always, most of the times, we are not able to share this information with boys. Actually, we girls, we women are discussing all these aspects, and we understand, we know. But I think these girls, it has no doubt, it has added to our information, and students as well. But I think the need is to share this information among males also. So
yes, ma'am. I would like to tell you that there are a few of the YouTube videos which had been prepared by NCRT. And there are different links on YouTube also, where they have showed that the boys also need to know all these things, and they should be aware of these things, because females are there everywhere in their home, and they can make them alert for this, and even they also face such kind of problems, then they should also come out of these situations.
Some students are asking about the code. The students' code is being shown here on the slide only. You can directly copy it from here, or Lavleen, you can share it in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing that. I'm actually not able to. Yes, now I can.
So that the thing that you have shown, that boy has created that app. So that is very wonderful, and that is a
yes, ma'am. I was just scrolling down the things when I got to know after reading the description that this has been prepared by a boy from Jammu.
Right. So that is a very positive indication that men are sensitive about this, and boys are also thinking about on these lines. So it is more, I think this is in educated families, and it is more required that we take this information, to the our male students population, also in in colleges as well as schools, so that they become more aware of protecting any women around them. It is not only the part of their family, their sisters or their mothers or their someone, but that is, we should give them martial art training and these kind of things also, that they can self-defense kind of training. But at the same time, boys do have a responsibility For
Yes,
all the women, whether they are in their class, whether she's going on a road or whosoever it is. So that if everyone feels this thing, I think we will feel more protected. The environment kind
Yes,
of a
ma'am.
thing. Like we go in other countries, even मैं कहती हूँ और countries क्या आप कहते हैं बेंगलोर वगैरह चले जाओ आप, और ये कौन सा अहमदाबाद, इवन वो कहते हैं हम तो रात को भी हमारी चाहे जो फीमेल्स है वो देखने चले जाएं.
जी.
हाँ बेटा, मैम ने शेयर कर दिया कोड चैट बॉक्स में, आप चैट बॉक्स में से
I'm just sharing, ma'am. Just sharing.
Okay,
Just hold on. I'm just starting the quiz.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
मैं YouTube वाला बंद कर.
Yeah, now